The Suns buzz as it rolled into the arena earlier tonight. The players decked out in their very best. It's the NBA. Welcome to our Sunday night broadcast here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me, former NBA players Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And the award-winning David Aldridge is on our sidelines. DA, it's all yours.
Thanks very much. Well, Commissioner Adam Silver has a history lesson for those who would tell players to shut up and dribble. He says in 1963, Bill Russell was MVP, won a title, and stood on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial for Dr. King's I Have a Dream speech. There is a through line that exists directly from Russell to our modern players. Kevin?
That's a great story, DA. Thanks. Richard, we're seeing a lot more back-to-backs now at this mid-portion of the season. What are those like to play in for a player?
Oh, they are fun because it's a mental challenge and it's a physical challenge more than anything on that one. But I love it. I am not opposed to back-to-backs because you know what? There were players that used to have to play them and fly on flights in the morning. Now we get to fly on private jets. So if they can do it, we can do it.
And you got to get your rest, though, between those games, don't you?
Yeah, you got to get your rest. You got to get your sleep, but do not eliminate the back-to-backs. I love it.
Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. We've got White. Clint Capella is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's Tatum, and it's Fox in at the 5. And so it's the Suns getting on the board first. The Wizards working the ball around now. Passes to Wall. Williams, a screen on Fox. Wall attacking. Down low. It's stolen by Capella. Horford against Vanderbilt. Back to Fox. The pass to White. Fox deciding where to go with it. Sinks that one from the post.
The teardrop from De'Aaron, a shot that perfectly suits his game.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And you gotta love the aggression that he had taking it to the rim there. Sets the tone in a close game like this one.
Outside, Wall. For 3, Hayward drills it from outside.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
And here is Tatum after Gordon Hayward hitting the 3. Tatum against Hayward. Williams with the block.
A main staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
Wall passes to George. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Fox against Wall. Outside Tatum. It's hauled in by George.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Richard, haven't we seen a lot of growth in Jason Tatum's game? He gives credit to the late Kobe Bryant for that.
Yeah, he was fortunate enough to train with Kobe Bryant, and sometimes he reminds you of a young Kobe. He clearly absorbed a ton of information from him.
Now Fox. Paul George missing from long range. And here is Fox. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game.
We all know that Fox can score, but there he is reminding you that he can also drop some dimes.
Now here's Wall. On the wing, George. Shoots over White. That doesn't go either for George.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Fox against Wall. It's White on the wing. Good on the triple.
An assertive offensive player. White knows he has the green light to rise and fire.
George passes to Horford. Fox against Wall. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
We've seen the Suns get back to being one of the league's elite passing teams, RJ.
That was the trademark of the Steve Nash era. And look, they've returned to a brand of team-first basketball. It's allowed them to join the ranks of some of the top teams in this league.
Shoot 2.
Free throw drops for Hayward.
And how about the winning mindset Hayward brings to this team? He's done it at every level, just goes out and competes.
Hayward hits them both.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
For Phoenix, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Fox kicks to White. Outside Tatum. Lets it go from deep. That one misses. Now Washington takes it the other way. Here's Hayward. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got his 3rd assist on the night. Fox with it. We saw him with 19 points this last outing. And the basket by Tatum.
No second thoughts from Tatum. Just look, he's ready.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for Washington. They trail by 1. From deep. Rebound by the Suns. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
Yeah, they made some spectacular plays in it right to the very end. Just couldn't get over the hump.
And that is why coaches preach about the details. The margins in this league are razor thin.
Williams with the block. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Five to shoot. Fox, no good.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Hayward outside. From deep three-point range. It's rebounded by De'Aaron Fox. The Suns leading. Outside Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
Ooh, how about those nifty moves from Tatum? So crafty with the rock.
There's Wall. A 24-point outing in their last game against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
Putting others before himself, racking up assists. Hey, I wished I played with more guys like him.
Suns leading by 3. Now Fox. Back to White. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by the Wizards.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Williams passes to Horford. Kicks the Wall. And here's George. He picked up 33 points in their last win against Philadelphia. They could use a bucket. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And guys, George puts pressure on an opponent at both ends of the court. Lockdown D at one, aggressive to get his own at the other.
At the line for 2.
Shoot 2.
The throw good. Paul George. And George drops them both. Suns have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Right side, Fox. Pass to Vanderbilt. Outside, Fox. White, wide open. He fires. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Washington has gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Outside, Wall. Hayward outside. Takes a three. And good. Coming off the assist by Wall. Hayward's got 10.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And Jason Tatum seems, GA, like he's on the verge of being a superstar in the league.
And Kevin, some would say he is already there. It feels like he's going to win an MVP in the next 5 years. He's already shown he can lead a team to the finals.
That free throw, no good.
A multi-talented swingman. Tatum just continues to get better and better each year.
And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Love checked in for Robert Williams. Tillman comes in for Al Horford. Thomas checked in for Gordon Hayward. And it's T.J. McConnell in for John Wall. A big group substitution here for Phoenix. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Clint Capella. Gay comes in for Vanderbilt. Jackson, he's checked in for White. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Fox. The Wizards with the lead. Now, here's McConnell. Pass to George. The shot will not fall. Great D that time from Tatum. Bledsoe kicks to Jackson. Outside Tatum. Jacks up a three. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. 12 points for him.
The efficiency from Tatum on the offensive end is terrific, not letting any scoring chances pass him by.
Pass to George. Fires the three. Rebounded by Jackson.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a break of mirror ugly, but it's getting there.
Bledsoe dishes to Jackson. Bledsoe against Thomas with the fadeaway. No good from Bledsoe. And so George will bring it up for the Wizards. Trailing by 2. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
And the mental game you talk about, a lot comes down to coaching, having your players focused.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Suns.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Justice Winslow, he's checked in for Phoenix. He hits both from the stripe. Suns have gone 7 of 15 from the field at this point. Thomas against Jackson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on George.
Well, Rudy Gay was born in Brooklyn. Over 100 NBA players hail from that borough of New York City, making it a hotbed for hoops talent.
The first free throw is good. A lot of talent indeed, and Rudy Gay is just one of many stars hailing from Brooklyn.
And future Hall of Famer Carmelo Anthony was born there. And just like Rudy, was in Maryland for high school. Kemba, Bernard King, Lenny Wilkins, other legends from the Brooklyn Borough.
And he makes both free throws.
And the thing about Rudy Gay, you never know when he's going to have a night where he just explodes. He's one of those guys that can just score in bunches.
And another miss by Washington.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
18 feet out. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. And the Suns lead by 4.
Love watching Gay stroke it from there. His in-between game is strong. Measures it perfectly.
Now here's Love. He had 13 points in the win against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
And I love what he's been able to do on the glass, securing some extra possessions for his team.
From deep, George. The shot, no good. The Suns go the other way with it.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Back to Bledsoe. Outside for Jackson. Another 3 for Phoenix.
A solid playmaker. Bledsoe has the vision to take advantage of an imbalanced defense.
Outside, George. Love with the screen for George. Connects on the 17-footer. George has got 9.
Very aggressive in terms of looking for his shot. 9 attempts already, but only able to knock down 2.
Outside Jackson. Fires from deep. Another 3 for Phoenix.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
So timeout called here. The first for Washington.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And coach called his timeout to try and reset things on offense. Shake them up a bit so they can hopefully start getting some shots to fall.
Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. You take a look at the Suns. They've done well enough to be in 5th place in the conference so far.
Well, right now for the Suns, lately they've been off their game just a little bit. It's led to them losing that top spot here in the standings.
They've got plenty of time left to get back to being the team we thought they'd be heading into the year, but they better do it quick.
1:51 left to play in the first quarter. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns. Bledsoe with him. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Inside and stolen by McConnell. He feeds it to George. And it's George finishing it off.
And George just so aggressive. When he's got that edge inside, he is looking to power it home.
Winslow finds Jackson. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And the dunk by Winslow.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. The pass to Thomas. The 3-ball. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
There's 53 seconds left in the first. And that one's good by Gay. Gay's got 6.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
McConnell passes to George. There's the 3. And Winslow pulls it down.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Bledsoe passes to Purdy. To the inside. There's Winslow. Goes back up. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
For Phoenix, they have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
And 72% on the year. I'm sure they'd like to improve that category.
And he can't get the first one. Can't make the second free throw either. Listen both.
And the missed free throws starting to be an issue.
Here's George. He's got 11. Love with the screen on game. And so it's the Phoenix Suns heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We come back right after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
Sometimes you just need a change of pace. The bench delivered that.
Hey, Richard, as soon as your playing career ended, you got right into this business, into broadcasting. When did you decide that this would be the next step?
Well, the first time is when I thought I was going to be out the league, and so I started doing more and more work until I retired in 2018. So it started way before I retired.
That laid the groundwork for you. Good job. So with George on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. They've got Robert Williams all out there with T.J. McConnell. Then there's Horford, and it's Hayward in at the small forward. Suns leading by 7. And White kicks to Fox. Vanderbilt setting the pick for White. Rebound, Washington. Horford's got 4 rebounds in this game. Ball passes to Hayward. A baseline J. Horford gets the bucket. Horford's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Wizards. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Thanks very much. Now, you may not know this, but Gordon Hayward was a 2-time Indiana State singles champion in tennis. He says, in high school, I was better at tennis than basketball, but I've always loved hoops more. Thankfully, I was able to grow throughout high school to get to the frame I have now. He has certainly filled out in the NBA. Kevin, back to you.
Well, he sure has. He's been a terrific player to watch and follow. The injury is significant, but he continues on. David, thanks. And here's White. And for Gordon Hayward hitting the 3. White finds Fox. Capella with a screen on Wall. Fox passes to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
I like how Fox ran that 2-man game, making the correct decision. I'd like to see that more from him.
Pass to Hayward. Horford sets a screen for Hayward. Outside, Horford. Off target from outside. And it's Fox with the ball for Phoenix. 6-point lead. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. In the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Robert Williams. That is his first foul of the game.
First team.
Tatum, he's checked in for Rudy Gay.
Suns substitution. Jason Tatum.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. All with the steal. Hayward outside. There's the triple. That's tipped. Wall against Fox. Goes up again. And with that, the Phoenix lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from John Wall.
Man, a strong guard. Wall takes the hit and still can convert.
Now, here's Fox. Right side Tatum. Here's the three. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Three-pointer, Hayward, and that one is off. And Phoenix the other way now.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Pass to Vanderbilt. He kicks it to Tatum. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer. Clock reset for Phoenix. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
I love how Tatum commits to his shots. A foul won't stop him from getting an and.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
And that one falls for Tatum. Well, Greg, we see it every year. Those overachieving teams in the NBA. What enables them to be greater than the sum of their parts?
Well, listen, luck can play a part, but confidence is a huge factor as well. If you walk into that gym every night believing you'll find a way to win, oftentimes you do.
And so Tatum nails them both. Washington with the ball. 9-point game. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Horford in the post. Vanderbilt defending. Horford sets a screen for Wall. Oh, good on the triple. Phoenix leading by 9. Now Fox. Left side Tatum. Over Hayward. Tatum with another miss. Washington's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%. But they've continued to let them fly. Out to the right wing. Horford sets a screen for Wall. Back to Horford. Clock is at 3. Washington needs to get a shot off here. He gets it in there. Hayward's got 15.
And right now, Hayward is in his element. Once he gets cooking, keep feeding that man.
Fox kicks to Tatum. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Fox has got his 6th assist on the night.
That's his 2nd triple of the quarter and 3rd of the game. Keep building.
Washington calls timeout. Well, a chance to check out some stats for Paul George. Puts it up, the inbound, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
The competitive firewall plays with is admirable. Fantastic at just figuring out ways to attract contact.
At the line for 2.
Shoot 2.
That one is off.
And there's a lot of nuance to Wall's game. People talk about his speed and things like that, but his instinct and skill are equally as important, if not more so.
He hits the second from the line. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Tatum with the screen on McConnell. Vanderbilt against Horford. Outside, Fox. 5 on the clock. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Fox has got the lead up to 12 now for Phoenix.
A smooth-looking three-point shot. I think Fox is feeling it.
And, guys, how about the scoring of De'Aaron Fox?
The scoring ability of Fox is off the charts, continuing to perfect his craft while also seeing his rebound numbers go up. That's how you become a reliable, complete guard in this league. That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
Here's Fox, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to go on Gordon Hayward.
When Fox drives, he knows he's going to get contact, but he stays locked in and gets the foul call.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the first one at the line is good.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
For the Wizards, Kevin Love's checked in for Robert Williams. Paul George comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Thomas subbed in for T.J. McConnell. And then for Phoenix, Pirtle, he's checked in for Clint Capella. Justice Winslow comes in for Vanderbilt. And it's Jackson in for White. Back in 2020, De'Aaron Fox signing a massive extension, Greg. 5 years and $163 million.
Yeah, and Kevin, every NBA hopeful wants that second contract. Credit to De'Aaron for working his tail off and earning every penny of that deal. It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Outside Tatum. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Fox has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. George against Tatum. And the rejection by Tatum. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
He's been locked all the way in from the court, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
And you look at Jakob Poeltl, great touch and presence inside the paint. Can get you with a move or just power his way to the hoop.
Tillman, he's checked in for Washington. And the Suns making a change here as well. Eric Bledsoe's checked in for De'Aaron Fox. And that one falls for Tatum. And Greg Pirtle has so many options to score inside.
And that's why he's such an efficient scorer, Kevin. Very composed at the rim. Doesn't need a lot of time to get his shot off inside.
The Wizards with another miss.
Got to find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not going to get it.
Thomas against Bledsoe. Winslow is screen on Thomas. Bledsoe. It's hauled in by George. George has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Floats one up. And Pirtle sends it back.
And you got to give appreciation to how Pirtle punishes shooters. A dynamite shot blocker with impeccable timing.
Now here's Bledsoe. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Here's Jackson. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Jackson's got 8 points.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Washington calls timeout.
All right, everybody. A big round of applause
Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. You look at the Wizards. Right now they've acquired the second-best record in the conference.
And, you know, for the Wizards, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
Even though some people doubted them, there are just as many people, if not more, who believed in this team from the very beginning. And it's pretty clear right now who was right.
And Washington has possession. They trail by 18. Tillman passes to Thomas. Nice ball movement by Washington. Love outside. George with no one around. And again, Washington no good.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing far.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
He's had 5 chances at the line, gone 4 for 5.
Tatum taking 2 shots.
And that one falls for Tatum. And so Tatum nails them both.
And he's been much more aggressive here in the second quarter. He's getting to the line a lot more than he did in the first.
Passes it to Thomas. Will it go? And Winslow pulls it down. Winslow's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And the pass to Bledsoe. Pass to Tatum. Shot clock at 5. To the middle and stolen by Love. George against Tatum. George dishes to Thomas. Pass to Tillman. Thomas with the ball. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
Now here's Bledsoe. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Jackson kicks to Winslow. Tries a 3. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
3-point field goal.
And so it's Wall. He brings it up for the Washington Wizards. Passes it to Thomas. Love outside. For 3. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And Kevin Love is just showing his competitive fire. He wants to prove that he can knock down the 3 as well as anyone.
Now here's Winslow. He has 5. Here's Pirtle. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Here's Tillman. The dish to Thomas. From past the arc. Rebound by the Suns. Winslow's got 9 rebounds now tonight. There's 1:17 left to play here in the second quarter. Outside Jackson. Over Wall. The kick out to Tatum. Birtle sets the pick for Tatum. Over Love. Tatum no good. Washington shooting is definitely lagging at the moment. They're just 30% in the second quarter. It's Thomas outside. Rebound by the Suns.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Bledsoe for 3. No good on the shot. Now Washington takes it the other way. They host the Kings after this game. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for them. Tatum against George. Love with the screen on Tatum. George with the bucket.
To have a knockdown three-point shooter with George's size and skill gives Coach a lot of options on the offensive end.
And here is Tatum. Hurdle with a screen on George. Tatum, that's for... Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
That's the play that pumps up the whole team, and they'll try to carry that energy into the next period.
Thanks very much. Here with Mike Budenholzer. Bud, what are you looking to clean up in the second half?
I don't think our offense is really moving the way we wanted to, getting up and down the court in pace. And, we got to make a few more open shots, but I think we can be a lot better offensively.
We've seen that from your team, Coach. I'm sure it'll show up. Thanks. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Hello, folks. Still a ways off from All-Star Weekend, but let's first check in on who's in the running for this year's three-point contest.
The field is really coming into focus now. These guys are putting in some extra shots after practice.
Hoping practice makes perfect, because you almost need a perfect performance to win this now. And now, looking back on that first half, things were really clicking out there for the Phoenix Suns.
You look at the rebounding numbers, and it tells the tale. I'm telling you, great effort on the glass has helped them build a big lead.
I said they look like grown men playing against third graders. They should have no problems closing this one out.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Tatum out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's De'Aaron Fox. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's White in at the 2 spot. Now here's White. Gets an open look and hits. White's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Phoenix.
And White understands his role on this team. They look to him to drain that jumper.
George looking over the floor. Got a piece of it. From 12 feet out. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
Oh, determined shooting from White. Doesn't let the defense push him off on that shot.
Outside, Wall. Horford kicks to George. Takes the 3. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
The defense a step slow. You can see the result.
Wide a screen on Wall. Here's Fox. Rebound by Williams. A difficult situation for Washington. It just seems, Richard, like Robert Williams is a guy willing to do anything to help his team.
And there's a whole lot he can do. His defense has never been a question. He can dish it. He's an aggressive rebounder. And look, his effort level, that's something you don't ever question.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Outside, White. A three-pointer off the mark. Washington shooting struggles apparent. 37% from the field. The shot's good from Gordon Hayward.
Something lit a fire under them at the half. They started this quarter going 3 for 3 from the floor.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Outside, White. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And George kicks to Horford. From deep, Wall. And it's Williams throwing it down.
Slashing with purpose there. After setting that screen, Williams knows where to position himself in these sets.
White down low, defended by George. White the pass to Fox. Vanderbilt setting the pick for Fox. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
What a savvy pass by Fox. This is a guy who really sees all angles on the floor.
There's the pass to George. Williams finds Hayward. From the arc. And there's Paul George on the assist by Hayward. George has got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Wizards. Tatum with the screen on Wall. And Fox gets it to go.
Flashing that creativity is so much fun watching Fox carve up defenses like this.
Outside Williams. Wall dishes to Horford. It's hauled in by the Suns. Vanderbilt's got his fourth rebound in this one. Fox passes to White. Vanderbilt setting the pick for Fox. And it's sent back by Horford.
And still capable of being your defensive anchor. Horford is excellent at positioning himself to block shots.
Now here's Wall. 6 points for him. Baseline J on the way, and the Wizards getting another bucket right there. Phoenix leading by 15. Now here's Fox. 8 points for him. Tatum. Shot is good off the back rim and in. That's now 32 points for Jason Tatum.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Williams kicks to Hayward. Good. A nice assist for Williams. Hayward's got 19 points.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Fox against Wall. Outside Tatum. Over Hayward. And there's the bucket from Tatum. And the Suns lead by 17.
And that's probably his most dangerous weapon. Tatum just has a smooth jumper.
Outside Horford. Pass to Hayward. Picked by Horford. 6 on the shot clock. Hayward finds Horford. Hayward trying to get open. Horford no luck. And it's Fox with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. It's good. Fox has got 10 points in the game.
He is a rare one who's more comfortable inside. Fox, look, his game is about attacking, getting in close, not necessarily making a ton of threes.
Now here's Hayward. He's got 19. Shot from 12. And Washington again with the bucket.
And he's doing everything he can offensively to lift them out of this hole. But I'm not sure his hot shooting can do it alone.
Outside Tatum for the three. And he's good on the three ball. Tatum's got 7 now in this quarter.
Ooh, how about that extended range from Tatum? That was an absolute bomb.
To the paint. Horford against Vanderbilt. A pass to Fox. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Down low. Wall with the steal. He dishes it to George. To the middle. And Capella sends it back.
Opponents have to be careful when Capella is in the area. What an impressive display of timing.
Here's White. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high quality shooting.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. Washington making some changes. Love checked in for Robert Williams. Thomas comes in for George. And it's T.J. McConnell in for John Wall. And for the Suns, Pirtle, he's checked in for Capella. Justice Winslow comes in for Vanderbilt. And Rudy Gay is subbed in for Tatum. Washington's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Passes it to McConnell. Hayward looking around. Horford with a screen on Gay. Here's Hayward. The Wizards with another miss.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Quite a screen on Thomas. Here's Fox. Love grabs the board. Wizards have gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. McConnell against Fox. Back to Hayward. Now the pass to McConnell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Love outside. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. McConnell's got his 4th assist in this one.
This demonstrates how confident Kevin Love is. He knows how dangerous he can be off the catch.
Now, here's Fox. 10 points for him. Back to White. Over Thomas. And it's White missing. Wizards trail by 19. McConnell with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Love with the screen on Gay. Hayward goes in. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Just enough resistance to force them as barely. That's one he'll generally make.
There's Winslow, and the dunk by Winslow.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
McConnell passes to Thomas. Shoots over Fox. Thomas's shot is off. Phoenix leading by 21. Outside, Fox. Back to White. There's the feed to Gay. Over McConnell. Gay can't get it to go.
Ooh, I rushed that one a little bit. Pretty clean look inside.
To the inside. Deflects the pass. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Fox.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Tillman, he's checked in for Al Horford. And for the Suns, Jackson comes in for Kobe White. And Eric Bledsoe subbed in for Fox. Now here's Hayward. He's got 21. Gay with the defensive effort. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Winslow dishes to Gay. Here's Pirtle. Lays it up and banks it in. Pirtle's got his second basket of the night.
And Pirtle has a stick-with-it mentality on the offensive glass, just throwing himself against the boards.
Hayward from outside. A shot off that time, and Phoenix will come the other way. Jackson kicks to Bledsoe. Gay outside. Over Hayward. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
And I like the energy of Gay, especially inside. He's incredible at getting to his spots in the paint.
Hayward passes to Thomas. Drops in the tray. Thomas got 6.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Here's Pirtle. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Winslow's shot is off. Now McConnell. Pass to Tillman. Gay against Hayward. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Bledsoe. Pass to Gay. Back to Bledsoe. Gay outside. This one for three. Offensive rebound. Pirtle. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Pirtle's got 4 points this quarter.
Astonishing body control by Pirtle. Just taking the hit head on and finishing through it all.
Feeds it to Love. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. McConnell's got 5 assists tonight.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Now here's Jackson. 8 points for him. Here's Gay. And the layup is good. He's got 10.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
McConnell scanning the floor. Outside Thomas. Puts up a three. Rebound by the Suns.
Let's just say his subpar shooting is just one reason why they are trailing in this ball game.
Hayward dishes to Love. Off target with his three. Gay outside. Over Hayward. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Phoenix finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Back right after this. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Williams is out there with Horford. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Wall. And it's McConnell in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Washington. And here's Wall. Outside, George. The 3. Vanderbilt with the rebound. Vanderbilt's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Fox. And even with the ratings going strong, the younger generations often cord cutting. How does the NBA engage that audience?
Kevin, I think making game action trend on social media and when big moments happen for maybe a small fee, allow people to be a part of it. It's like highlights, but live.
Back to Wall. George with the screen on Fox. 4 on the clock. Here's Wall. And the rejection by Tatum.
The all-star Tatum engaged on defense. That's a scary sight for opponents.
Right the pass to Fox. And there's the foul. It'll go on T.J. McConnell. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Some changes for Phoenix. Reedy's checked in for Vanderbilt. David Nwaba comes in for Jason Tatum. And DeAndre Bembry's subbed in for White. Now, here's Capella. And there's the pass to Bembry. Clock at 6. Capella with a screen on Wiggins. Bembry the pass to Capella. And yes, it's good.
And look at Capella getting aggressive inside, shooting past the coverage like it's not even there.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Reed against Wade. Pass to McConnell. Shoots over Fox. And McConnell gets it to go.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now, here's Capella. Pass to Reed. Here's Bembry. Over Wiggins. Bembry misses. Wizards have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. On the wing, Wiggins. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. McConnell kicks to Wiggins. Back to McConnell. From outside the arc. Hits it from three-point range.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And here are the Suns now, following the three-pointer by Washington. And the media is able to vote on awards like All-Rookie. But, Greg, those awards can end up determining a player's max salary. Any concern there?
No doubt there is, but somebody has to decide those awards, right? And no matter who it is, there's always going to be some pushback. So as long as contracts are tied to them, that power will be in someone else's hands.
And he makes the first.
We look at the pace of this league, and Fox, look, he is built for it.
Some changes for Phoenix. Vanderbilt's checked in for Reed. Tatum comes in for David Nwaba, and it's White in for Bembry. Fox hits them both. And so it's Washington with it. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. McConnell passes to Hayward. Drives to the hoop. Here's Williams. The basket good off the assist from Hayward.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Outside Tatum. Capella trying to free himself up. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Ooh, he's been the guy tonight. Really impressive performance.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Suns. Wizards making a switch here. Ball's checked in.
One shot.
And that one falls for Tatum. We know, Greg, the league trending towards small ball, but some teams are having success playing two bigs up front.
And I think the key is having versatile big men. If they can space the floor and play in space, also be able to cover smaller players, why not get the added rebounding and rim protection?
At the line for Washington, Two shots.
First one falls for him. Greg, you read about Jimmy Butler starting his own coffee company, and he did that in the NBA bubble, and he drinks, he say, about 5 cups of coffee a day. Do a lot of NBA players drink coffee to keep them going and get that extra burst?
Absolutely. I remember drinking coffee on the bench late in my career. It's kind of a comfort food, warms you up a little bit, and all good things that can get you ready for action, I'm for.
Ball against Fox. Outside, White. Vanderbilt setting the pick for White. Passes to Vanderbilt. Just 5 on the clock. Fox from outside. Here's Capella. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Capella's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that's Capella getting rewarded for his effort on the glass. Love when that kind of hustle pays off.
Outside Williams. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's his third foul of the game. Greg, you think of everything that goes into making it to the NBA as a player. Did it come easy for you, or was it all work?
It's easy, really, to overlook the grind, but when you love the game, all those hours in the lab don't feel quite like work. At least not until you start getting a little longer in the tooth.
Now here's Wall. Sinks the triple.
Yeah, I mean, from 3. Wall looking relaxed out there, and one of the game's more confident players. He can be a streaky but deadly outside shooter.
Tatum with it. Now defended by Hayward. Outside, Fox. Vanderbilt setting the pick for Fox. And it's sent back by Horford. George passes to Hayward. Kicks it to Wall. Horford with it. Outside, George beyond the arc. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
Well, the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Here's Fox. Outside, Tatum. Shoots the 3. Nailed from three-point land.
Three-point field goal.
Tatum's got 45 points.
He's just lighting them up in this game. The D's going to have to extend a little bit more, or he's going to keep knocking them down from deep.
Now here's Hayward. Now George. A second chance effort. And the layup is good. George has got 15 points in just the second half.
And I like the anticipation of George on the glass there. A veteran sense of where the miss is going.
Here's Fox. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Horford. And for coaches' challenges, the refs review their own call. It's a little like grading your own test. Maybe, Greg, give that job to the review center.
You definitely risk a confirmation bias, and everyone wants to be right. It does seem like some calls stand that probably could be reversed.
Free throw good, Fox.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Fox hits them both. Washington's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Ball passes to George from downtown, and that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got assist number 8 here in this one already. The pass to Vanderbilt. Fox against Wall. Here's Tatum. Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Pass to Williams. Hayward with the ball. From deep. Vanderbilt with the rebound. Vanderbilt's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Offside Fox. Here's Capella. And another shot, and that one drops for him.
A big who lives inside. Capella knows he's a center. He knows he makes his living off scoring close in against that good D.
Now here's Wall. Pass to Hayward. The 3. Rebound by the Suns. Capella's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. White against George. Outside, Fox. And for a lot of up-and-coming teams, getting better defensively is the key to reaching, Greg, that next level. That being considered, what's the first step in that improvement?
A lot of times it's bringing in a great defender, like a Pat Beverly or an Andre Iguodala, a defensive anchor who also inspires his teammates to take that challenge.
I'm going to say he hasn't found the same success here in the second half compared to what we saw from him in the first.
Tatum, that's for 2, and it's Phoenix scoring again.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
Now, here is George. The Wizards working the ball around now. Clock at 4. No good again that time. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Outside Tatum. Inside. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Ball passes to George. And here's Wall. Passes it to George. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally.
Washington making some changes. Kevin Love's checked in for Robert Williams. Tillman comes in for Al Horford. And Thomas subbed in for John Wall. And for the Suns, Pirtle, he's checked in for Capella. And it's Jackson in for White. They throw good, Paul George. Richard, I was wondering, do you think the recent postseason success of small market teams like Milwaukee is good for the NBA?
Absolutely. Guys should be able to feel like they can win no matter where they are playing at. And no one wants to see the same couple of teams in the playoffs every single year. Smaller market success makes the league better.
And here's George. After Jason Tatum getting his shot to go from deep. The pass to Thomas. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
Now here is Pirtle. Pass to Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt setting the pick for Jackson. Vanderbilt's shot is good. Vanderbilt's got 4 this quarter.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Here's Thomas. The 3 from George. Vanderbilt with the rebound. Vanderbilt's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Now, here's Fox. Outside Tatum. Pirtle inside. Defended by Hayward. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Pirtle is so polished in the post. Defenders are always nervous when he has the ball down low.
Jacob Pirtle taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. We're seeing a lot of pretty lively pregame dance routines from the players. You got any of that in your repertoire, say, before we begin a broadcast?
Oh, Kevin, I think pretty soon we should work out a few sequences, get ourselves fired up. You game?
No. Come on, Greg, I'm not sure about that, but you go ahead and do it. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
And Pirtle is a massive guy, someone that uses his height exceptionally well to get high-quality looks at the bucket.
Now, here's Thomas. Back to George. From 13, Vanderbilt with the rebound. Phoenix has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Suns.
As one-sided as it gets today, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 12. 22 on the year.
No doubt they came in very motivated to win this one and finish the season series at a game apiece.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jason Tatum.
He did a great job following his team's game plan and not rushing anything on offense, which allowed him to catch fire.
So it's the Suns winning easily here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. And now our New Balance player of the game, Jason Tatum.
Yeah, yeah.